Hello, hi everyone. So I'm Aaron Stewart. I own a school called Boundary Oak, which is a prep school. First of all, I just wanted to explain what a prep school is. Prep means preparatory. So preparatory means we're preparing pupils for the next school, for the senior schools. So our school educates children from 7 to 13 years old. The most important elements of preparation that we are getting children ready for is their academic preparation, and because they're very young, their emotional preparation. We are helping them grow up. They're very young when they join us at 7 years old. By the time they leave at 13, we've helped transform them. The most important thing to understand about prep schools is they're always very small. My school is about 100 pupils. The biggest prep schools are about 200. So we're very small, privately owned schools, which means we are incredibly flexible. We can do whatever the pupil needs. Each pupil has their own education plan. We can respond very quickly and very flexibly to any requests. And because we're small schools, it means we have smaller classrooms. So our typical classroom size is about 10. So I've put here 8 to 16 pupils per class. Most classrooms have about 10 pupils. In a year group, so each age group, there are 20 to 30, sometimes 40 pupils. And because it's so small, we have prep schools have a very familial atmosphere. Every teacher knows every pupil, every student knows each other. And it's really an extension of a family. Because in order for young children aged between 7 and 13 to learn, they have to be happy. It's the most important thing. Unhappy children don't learn. And the beauty of coming to a school like ours at age 7, 8, 9, or ideally for an international pupil around 10 or 11 years old, is they very quickly become friends with other students, and they learn in English with other students who are all English. And we find that is more important than anything necessarily that happens in the classroom and how we teach. It's how they interact with other kids. They're gaining in confidence all the time, and it's because they're happy. This really matters at our school. The benefits of a prep school for an international pupil coming to the UK are pretty straightforward. We're teaching English, you're learning with English pupils, you're learning everything there is to understand about the British system at an age where you're less self-conscious. I think if you move to the UK when you're 13 or 14 or 15, life can be quite difficult anyway when you're that age. It's a tough time in your life at 14, 15, 16. When you're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yes, it's hard at first to be away from your family, but actually at that age you're much more flexible, you're much more able to interact with people, and again, that really improves your chances of being able to learn English and then understand all of the very strange things that happen at British boarding schools. The sports we play are very different. We don't play, we play football and tennis and swimming and so on, but to get ahead at a British boarding school, sometimes you might need to play rugby or cricket, and these are not normal sports. You get to learn them at an age where you're less self-conscious, you can just have fun doing them. This would be a typical timetable that an international pupil would have at our school. It includes all of the subjects that they would be learned, that the English pupils are learning. What we do though, we focus on the most important thing for international pupils, and that's learning English. When they're trying to get into a top senior school, Eton, Harrow, Winchester, Cranleigh, Bradfield, Charterhouse, all of these schools, the most important thing when they're interviewing international pupils is the standard of English. So we focus on English. You can see here, typically in a week, they'll have English, 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 English. It's a lot of English. We get up to about 10 hours. So there is no way that a child that comes to our school is not going to speak extremely good English. This also gives them access to all of the other subjects. The better and the faster they learn English, the quicker we can start teaching them all the other subjects they need to know about. But it can't all be work. Obviously, every single day we're playing sport. At this young age group, 7 to 13-year-olds, it is incredibly important that they're happy and healthy. So as you can see, they're learning every single day the huge number of activities. And then after dinner, because they're boarding, we manage to do activities. All of these activities is all fun. This is 20 different things. It's video club, it's animation club, it's making cartoons, it's they play computer games as well. They're young, they want to have fun. So we need them to go to bed happy at the end of the day. So it's not all work, work, work. At a prep school, more than any other type of school, they're outside having fun. So the culture is another very important thing. British boarding schools, as I'm sure you're becoming aware, are different. It's a different type of education. There's a lot, a child's happiness often depends on how they fit into the school. There are systems of seniority within the pupils. You have prefects and dormitory captains and so on. And again, it's difficult to learn those things sometimes when you're older, at 15, 16, 17. If you come in at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, much easier to understand the culture, the unique culture of British boarding schools. There's some photos of our kids having fun on the weekends. It's all about relaxing and getting to know your English families, the English students at the school. You spend time with their families, go on excursions up to London, and then get, hopefully nice and tired, ready to start school again on Monday. I think the most important thing, I hope I've explained the atmosphere of a prep school and the type of education we try and provide. But the most important thing with all education is the outcome, the result. What does it lead to next? It's the beginning of a journey. And at prep schools, I think the most important thing, the single most important thing, is choosing the right school for the next stage of British education. So our school finishes at 13. Between the ages of about 10 and 13, we're spending a lot of time with every single pupil, taking them to senior schools, introducing them to new schools that they can go to at 13, trying to understand more and more about the child so that we can ensure they get the right school next. And that, more than anything, is the importance of a British prep school. Choosing a senior school from the Ukraine to go and join at 13, 14 years old must be incredibly difficult, because you get a very short period of time to visit. If you've come to a prep school, you have 2-3 years to prepare which school you're going to go to. So in conclusion, I would say, as with life, preparation is everything. If you don't prepare, you should prepare to fail. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.